It is I, the hidden hand, responsible for everything going on in Fromland. And it's been a while, but if you are here, that means you have looped back. Welcome to the From Season 1 rewatch. Sorry it took me so long to resume, but the engagement just wasn't there. The From community was asleep. Writer strike was going on. It made no sense for me to continue doing videos that nobody was watching. So, but since the season 3 trailer has dropped, we woke up. Not everybody is awake yet, but we waking up. 15 more days. Wake up, y'all. Wake up. All right. As I'm recording this video, 15 more days until From season 3. But until then, we're going to continue where we left off, episode 5, and also in the From MGM group, having some fun in there, lit group. I'm going to pin it down in the description or the comments. Y'all go join that, man. But we're doing episode 6 today in the group. So, but to save time, I'm doubling up on episodes. So I'll do 5 and 6, and 7, 8 will be tomorrow. So, with that being said, have you slapped the like button yet? I know you have. Let's go ahead and get to it, guys. Episode 5 and episode 6, just some things we're going to be talking about today. I want to focus on the writing on the wall. Let's talk about that. Of course, we're going to talk about Sarah dropping bodies, catching her second body this episode. Poor Nate, right? And then in episode 6, we're going to tackle, of course, I want to talk about this bracelet situation. And of course, we know what's happening next episode. It's going down. Episode 7. Jasmine is here. Okay. Old Ron Jeremy Jr. We're going to talk about that in today's episode. But I think I should have at least 20-30 minute episode here. So y'all sit back, relax, chit chat in the live chat. I should be there. If you are here during the initial premiere, I will be in the live chat along with you. Let's chat it up, right? Let's get that engagement up. Let's get the likes up, theories, comments down below. Let's get into it, y'all. So with that being said, episode 5, I'm going to go into just some key elements. I'm not going to go into every part of the episode. So y'all know what happened, but just enough to drive conversation. So let's go into the first conversation. It's been a while since I did this, but who we putting in the box this episode, guys? Who we putting in the box episode? I think who should go in the box?
Hey, she's not going in the goddamn box, okay?
Okay. Sarah's not going in the box. If I had to choose, I want to put Christy in the box. You know why I want to put Christy in the box? Let's go to this conversation right here. Bring up the screen share. You and Kenny make a real cute couple. Oh, we're just friends. We're just friends. Bullshit. We don't want to hear that. This Fromland. This ain't Grand Rapids, wherever you came from. This ain't that. You left that life behind. Let's talk about it. Do y'all think I gotta respect the loyalty? But we weren't introduced to Marielle and Chrissy. We were introduced to Kenny and I'm finna call Marielle. Christy and Kenny, right? Oh man, they making up. I said, oh man. Hey, good cup. I'm rooting for you, Kenny. Come on, man. She's a nice girl. And of course, you know, we're going to get the introduction of Marielle. I don't like her. She's not a likable character. She needs to die in season 3. I believe that one of the 3 will die, and it will be her. She won't make it out of season 3. Randall, I don't know yet. We're going to see on that. But Julie is not dying. Although Julie is going to die. No, she's not. All right. go into later into this conversation. She brings up something. What would you do? Something bad to get back home, right? To see Marielle, right? I feel like Christy should have gotten some vibes from this conversation, but she brushed it off as just a hypothetical. Would you do something bad to get out of this place? Oh man, that's a question I gotta ponder on. But y'all answer that in the chat. But going back to Christy and Kenny, here's a hypothetical for you. It's not that I just hate Marielle. Not like that. It's just from a writing perspective, this is what they showed us. This is where they want us to go. Kenny and Christy, right? Let's say if it was flip-flop, hypothetically, right? Let's say if Kenny was the guy coming on the bus and we saw Marielle with the qualities of Kenny, right? And she wasn't a drugged out mess. Would we feel the same? I guess it just depends on how they would write them. You know, I guess I got to give the same treatment to Kenny if he came in as the third wheel, right? So, but yeah. But anyway, y'all answer that for me in the chat. I think I'm gonna put Christy in the box. Let's put you in the box, Christy. Okay. So let's go to this wall right here, and I'm gonna bounce around a little bit so we can stay on a singular focus here. Where are we? Right? We start answering these questions. And another question for those of you who want all the answers in From season 3, the writers put this on here. They put this in here on purpose. It's crazy. I don't want the answers. Can't handle the answers. Are you ready for the answers? If they give you the answers and they wind up like Lost, that's a whole nother video right there. For those of you, we didn't get the answers. What answers are you looking for? We found out who the smoke monster was. That's all I wanted to know. We found out about Jacob. We found about their origins, partly where they came from. The only thing that kind of annoyed me was their mother also a smoke monster? You know, but this, before I get off, get into a tangent, this is not Lost. For those of you who want to watch some Lost From, go check that out. Shameless plug. We at episode 5 right now. I do have another one coming soon, so be out on the lookout for that. All that stuff is in my playlist section. So, yeah, the answers, right? And I understood the ending of Lost, by the way. I don't know why it's so hard. What's so hard to understand the ending of Lost? But that's gonna be another video. It's gonna be another video. But yeah, we talked about purgatory. Is this purgatory in this episode? We brought that up. These questions that are being brought up, we have probably can't see it. Let me blow it up a little bit. Right above me. Vortex, dimensional portal. I can't really read what's on the left, but then we have some more writing here. If I can find it. Of course, did we survive the crash? Or we did, or we in purgatory? And right here, we also have more questions under the creatures. Can they be killed? Does light kill them? We don't have proof of this, but you would assume that light kills them. They go in the caves, they sleep, they come out at night, right? Why do they move so slow? Did they move faster? If they move faster, oh my God. I want to see if Granny is running after Ethan and Julie in that trailer. Maybe she can fly though. How'd she get on that roof? So, livestock, where do they come from? Maybe there's a Dharma initiative that imports bears, polar bears and shit, right? Something like that, but I don't know. But if we're going scientific here, that could be a possibility. What do y'all think this show is as far as overall? I would like it to be more mythical than science, but I do think the show is better when you have a clash of science and faith or mysticism, instead of this show just being, oh, they're in a simulation, which is at the top of my theory list. They could be in a simulation. If you think of this, like everybody sees the tree, right? So think of this tree as a metaphor for some type of concoction that all of them are tied to, maybe, or connected to, branches, everybody coming in to the same root. Everybody sees the tree. So that kind of makes me think of, this being some type of simulation, or them being in the Matrix, or something along those lines. But yeah, furthermore, with these questions, the livestock, why, I believe this is, why don't the creatures kill them, eat them yet? Season 3. I think the milkman is getting down, right? It looked like he killed that cow. So I think it's just more of a matter of levels. It's levels to this ish, right? So each time we progress, Farmland is going to come harder and harder.
Do not come. Do not come.
You saw when they were trying to go to the lighthouse at the season finale, season 1, it started raining, storming, all that stuff when they tried to call out, from the radio. The more they try, the more, the place fights back, right? So, ready to see what strategies that the monsters will be implementing in season 3. So those are all the questions I could really see, other than the talisman. Where did they come from? How many can we make them? Where do they come from? Do y'all believe in the Native American theories out there? How do they work? Other than that, that's all I saw on this wall right here. And of course, I don't have a picture of it, but I think it's like somewhere in episode 6 they show it again, and it's saying something about aliens, right? How many of us believe the alien theory? We know the who perpetrates this, Mr. I'll go ahead and say Tony Teflon, right? It's cool guy, but I don't want it to be aliens, but I could see it being aliens. I don't want it to be. I really don't want it to be science based. I want some mysticism, man. I like a little magic in my equations. So speaking of equations, can somebody tell me about the Einstein-Podolsky-Rosen theory? I was trying to Google it, and it was just going over my head. Do I have any theorists in here that can break this down and relate this to the show? Debbie, I think you're on top of the theories here. So yeah, go drop that down below if you're watching. Okay. And then nothing much here. Just like, I would just love to be in his position here. I would love her to ride me like a pastor dragon. God damn, why we had to get rid of Trudy, man? And then of course we go to the bar here. I don't think my screen share was on, y'all. My bad. Trudy, right? And we go to the bar here. We can't get out of here, right? Because unless we know where here is, that sounds very familiar.
How are you here?
From Balos. Go check that out. Anyway, so yeah. And then, like, people like me, we design the maze. Do you think this is all because of Jade and Toby? Toby has to do with my next From Lost episode. So no, that's going to be in theory hunting. That's going to be theory hunting. So that's going to be the next episode on that. Also check out that in the playlist. So yeah, people like me, we design the maze. I do think unknowingly, Jade has something to do with this. So yeah, go check that out. I meant From by Lost episode 5. I actually bring this up again. So yeah, did he cause the incident? Right. Next, Ethan. I think this place is special. I meant to capture the rest of the conversation. He said, is this place trying to help us or hurt us or something along those lines? So let's talk about the boy in white. Is he evil? Did he help out Boyd and Sarah by leading them into the tree, which led them to Martin, which led to the worms, which led to the cicadas? Was it a necessary evil? I think that boy is evil. I think he's evil. Even in season 2, I don't think it's a boy. Sums up with him, right? That's just my personal stance. But some people believe he's good. White equals good. He's Jacob. That's too easy. No, I don't believe that. Nothing of importance here. I just thought it was kind of weird that she was riding the whatever this carousel is, and then the boy in white was riding the carousel when Victor found all the bodies outside. So yeah, a little prelude, right? So I'm not going to talk about Fatima and Julie too much this episode. We found out Fatima's backstory about, her father being assassinated, right? Something like that. And then was the name of this episode? No, that was the last episode, Silhouette or something like that, right? Yeah, the name of this episode is Silhouette. So tying that into the title of the episode. But yeah, other than that, where does her positivity come from? Things of that nature. Of course, in season 2, we're going to see her broken down by the troll monster, aka Cowboy. I'm ready to see what he's going to do in season 3. But other than that, I don't really want to talk about Fatima too much this episode. Let's move on. Of course, next up here, we got these boots were made for slicing and dicing, right? Because she catches her second body by accident, of course, and Nathan is up out of here. Ethan runs for his life, right? And let's see. After this, we get Jim, who is understandably frustrated. I probably would be the same in his position. You talk like this place is effing Mayberry, right? And they just looking at each other like, hey, if she get got, she get got. We'll handle it, right? But of course, we know what secret Cautry has beneath the basement in episode 6. And ending episode 5, we get If I Had a Boat, Sail Out on the Ocean, right? That playing on a jukebox, and then Boyd, he should have said, I gotta go right here. That's the only thing I would have added from the writing room. I gotta go, right? So we gotta go to episode 6. So let's go ahead and get into it. And let's stay on this just for a little bit. It sounds crazy, but are we dead? Are we alive? Are we in purgatory, right? If they're putting the question out there, should we automatically eliminate it? Or is this a red herring? Maybe they're trying to throw us off, right? when we get close to the answers, they try to throw us off like Fromland, right? So do y'all believe it's purgatory? I don't believe it's purgatory. I don't think it's limbo. I don't want to hear all that they did. Nah. So you're alive, Tabitha. Your family's alive, right? Other than that, let's see. Let's go to his conversation with Sarah down in the basement here. The Book of 74. Are we the next book? Are we the chosen ones? I think there was something to this conversation. in a sense? Are we the chosen ones in a godly sense? Or are we the chosen ones, aka there's a mole that is picking everyone off to be a part of this experiment? So yeah, I want to talk about that a little bit later when we talk about the bracelet. Then we get Jade and his visions. We get the symbol. And next picture here. Hate to keep making the Lost comparison, but this looked like the time flashes in season 5 when the island would move when they're about to be attacked by somebody, and then that's when the flashes magically appear and move them somewhere else, right? That's what that kind of reminded me of. But let's go to when he went to the cafe here, and Miss Lou shows him the book. But before this, I really should have went back. I know he said there was a yearbook that he pulled out, and it said the year 72, or did he say 74? I can't remember. If he said the year of 74, that would be a nice correlation to the prior scene I was just talking about with Father Carter saying book of 74 or whatever. But I can't remember what year he said. But the 70s seem to be important. That decade at least. So yeah, just thought I'd bring that up. I think that's all I wanted to talk about here. So we know Jade is going to go down the rabbit hole as far as the symbols are concerned. So let's get back here. They said it was because of the people in the car. So we're bringing up the cars, the 2 cars coming in, things of that nature. And then after this, the voices or whatever is making her taking control of her writing. Is there something actually taking control? Is this mythical, or is there some type of voice entity that's taking over her body, or is this all mental, made up, coming from a machine? Right? Y'all let me know. So anyway, of course, she writes down the picture of the little alien right here, which the whole alien theory comes from. I'd rather it not be aliens. I'd rather it not be, but it could be. So he finds that, and he finds like a bloody shirt. I can't remember if this is brought up later in the season. Did he kill somebody, or did somebody get murdered in front of him or something like that? After this, let's see here. Getting towards the end, like I said, just key parts of the episode. This is where Boyd has his conversation here with his stepson, right? He tells him that he has Parkinson's, but I want to focus in on this part right here. Is this still foreshadowing? Just because the worms got rid of the Parkinson's, is he still safe? Right? Is Kenny gonna wind up taking over if they don't get out of this place, so to say? That would suck if they don't get out this place and Kenny is the new sheriff in town eventually. But yeah, what do y'all think? Y'all think Boyd is safe? I think if Boyd dies, it's gonna be at the end of this series, which I predict to go 5. I would like it to go where its predecessor went, 6 seasons, but 5 will do for me. Okay. Then we got Tabitha digging holes. Everybody's doing a lot of digging, right? But part I really want to focus on is the bracelet. And I was talking about the mole and this being an experiment. What if either if we going on the mystical side, let's compare this to Jacob, right? He went out to find his candidates in the real world, or above, beyond the island, because the island was the real world. But beyond the island, touched them, met them at some point of their life, and chose them, right? And these things wound up on the island. This should be a From Lost episode. Those things wound up on the island, like the letter that Sawyer wrote. Well, I think he actually carried that with him, so maybe this don't make sense like that. Let's just scratch it. I haven't had time to think on it. I'm doing this on the fly. But yeah, Jacob choosing people to bring to the island is basically what I'm saying. And in here, there could be some entity choosing these people, possibly. But let's go with the mole, right? Let's say there is a mole that are watching these people and choosing these people for an experiment, and the mole is following them very closely, whoever this mole is, and they brought the bracelet to Fromland. But either way, they're being chosen, whether this is something mythical or something scientific, and just, but anyway, y'all tell me how do y'all think this bracelet got here? But that's something I was thinking of. Maybe the mole brought this bracelet for them to find, just to mess with their head. And towards the end of the episode, we get Ron Jeremy Jr., who, of course, we know is going to let Jasmine Monster in, who I hope returns at some point during From. I don't know. Is it a casting issue? What's going on? But anyway, we know it's going down in episode 7. Victor was digging the graves. He was getting prepared for episode 7, guys. But anyway, thank you guys for joining me today. Let me get on ahead and get ready to get up out of here. All right. Thank you for joining this premiere / live chat. If you're down in the live chat, make sure to hit the like button if you haven't already. Check out all my From season 3 content. Everything is on the homepage. Playlist season 2, From Lost, Theory Hunting. Go check out all that good stuff. Make sure to slap that like button. We up out of here, y'all.
All I know is that it's real, and I'm fucking terrified.
Peace out.